Paper tea bags are treated with epichlorohydrin, a probable human carcinogen per the International Agency for Research on Cancer. It reacts with hot water to form a second probable carcinogen. The tea inside may also carry pesticide residues, including glyphosate, which the same agency classifies identically. Here are the 10. Every claim is sourced from the IARC's published carcinogen classifications. A CBC investigation into pesticide residues in major tea brands tested against Canadian Food Inspection Agency standards. A 2019 McGill University study published in Environmental Science and Technology documenting microplastic release from tea bags. An FDA-confirmed recall from March 2024, and each brand's own published ingredients. Brand 10 to stop drinking. Arizona Iced Tea. Arizona Iced Tea earns its place through a different problem category than the brands above it. Its sweet tea and green tea products contain high fructose corn syrup as the primary sweetener alongside artificial colors including yellow 5 and red 40. HFCS is linked by peer-reviewed research to metabolic-associated fatty liver disease. Red 40 and Yellow 5 are banned in the EU without mandatory behavioral warning labels. Calling it iced tea markets it as a health-adjacent beverage when its ingredient list more closely resembles a carbonated soft drink. Brand 9 to stop drinking. Bigelow Tea. Bigelow is a family-owned American tea company with no meaningful published disclosure about its tea leaf sourcing. Multiple sources flag Bigelow for lacking farm origin transparency, which matters because where tea grows determines pesticide residue levels. Bigelow uses bleached paper bags across most of its line. Bleached paper bags are treated with epichlorohydrin, classified by the IARC as a Group 2A probable human carcinogen. Epichlorohydrin reacts with hot water to form 3-MCPD, a second suspected carcinogen. Bigelow publishes no third-party testing results confirming its products are below pesticide or epichlorohydrin thresholds. Brand 8 to stop drinking. Harney & Sons Pyramid Bag Varieties. Harney & Sons produces both traditional flat paper bag and pyramid-style mesh bag tea. The pyramid varieties use nylon mesh. A 2019 McGill University study published in Environmental Science and Technology found that a single plastic tea bag releases approximately 11.6 billion microplastic particles per cup at typical steep temperatures. Microplastics have been found in human blood, lungs, and placentas in published research. The toxicological consequences of chronic microplastic ingestion are still being established, but no evidence suggests it is without consequence. Harney & Sons loose leaf and flat paper bag varieties do not carry this concern. The pyramid bag products do. Brand 7 to stop drinking. Teavana. Teavana was acquired by Starbucks, and at peak operated in hundreds of shopping malls before Starbucks closed all retail locations in 2017. The brand continues to sell tea products online and through retail channels. Teavana products consistently use nylon pyramid mesh bags, which carry the same microplastic release documented by the McGill University study at 11.6 billion particles per bag. Independent testing commissioned by multiple consumer health publications has also documented pesticide residues in Teavana tea. Additionally, Teavana products across their flavored line use natural flavors as a listed ingredient. Under FDA rules, natural flavors is an umbrella term that may contain up to 100 separate chemical compounds including solvents, emulsifiers, and chemical extraction agents, none of which require individual disclosure on the label. Brand 6 to stop drinking. Tazo Tea. Tazo was sold by Starbucks to Nestle in 2017 for $384 million. The brand was named among the top 5 most pesticide-contaminated tea brands in the CBC investigation, with multiple residues found including glyphosate, which the IARC classifies as a probable human carcinogen in Group 2A. Several Tazo product lines also use nylon pyramid bags that release the microplastic load documented in the McGill University study. Tazo publishes no independent third-party testing confirming its products are below established pesticide thresholds. Brand 5 to stop drinking. Yogi Tea. Yogi Tea is marketed heavily around functional health benefits, with its Echinacea immune support line specifically positioned around immune system support. In March 2024, the East West Tea Company, Yogi's parent company, initiated a voluntary recall of 877,000 bags of organic Yogi Echinacea immune support tea. The FDA confirmed the recall with the official statement that pesticide residues were detected above action levels. CNN, ABC News, and Newsweek all confirmed the recall based on the FDA's enforcement report. The recall was classified as Class 3, meaning the FDA considered it not likely to cause adverse health consequences, but the critical fact is that the specific product recalled was certified organic. A USDA-certified organic product with pesticide residues above FDA action levels confirms what the broader pesticide testing data shows. Organic certification does not guarantee pesticide-free, and Yogi's supply chain allowed contamination above the federal threshold. Brand 4 to stop drinking. Celestial Seasonings. Celestial Seasonings was specifically named among the top 5 most pesticide-contaminated tea brands in the CBC investigation that tested against Canadian Food Inspection Agency maximum residue levels. In 2013, independent pesticide testing of Celestial Seasonings products found residues of multiple chemicals, including propichlor, a weed killer the EPA has classified as a probable human carcinogen, in samples of the brand's chamomile tea and other varieties. Celestial Seasonings disputed the testing methodology at the time. Multiple pesticide residues were documented in the brand's products, and the brand uses bleached paper bags treated with epichlorohydrin across its conventional product lines. Celestial Seasonings is owned by the Hain Celestial Group and is one of the most widely distributed herbal tea brands in the United States, which makes the pesticide residue documentation particularly relevant given the scale of consumer exposure. Brand 3 to stop drinking, Twinings. Twinings was founded in 1706 in London, and its heritage positioning carries a quality implication its product formulation does not always support. Twinings was named among the top 5 most pesticide-contaminated tea brands in the CBC investigation. The brand uses bleached paper bags carrying the epichlorohydrin exposure associated with bleached bag production. Several varieties list natural flavors without disclosure of what compounds that classification contains. Twinings publishes no third-party pesticide testing results. For a brand charging a premium on its 1706 founding and royal warrants, the CBC pesticide findings and absence of published independent testing represent a significant credibility gap. Brand 2 to stop drinking, Tetley. Tetley was specifically named among the top 5 most pesticide-contaminated tea brands in the CBC investigation, with multiple residues found in tested samples. Tetley is one of the largest-selling tea brands in the world and is owned by Tata Consumer Products, an Indian multinational. The brand uses bleached paper bags treated with epichlorohydrin across its standard product line. A study specifically measuring epichlorohydrin exposure from tea bags found that consumers drinking tea from bagged products received 55 times the exposure to epichlorohydrin compared to those consuming the same tea as loose leaf. Epichlorohydrin is classified as a Group 2A probable human carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer and reacts with the water in a hot cup of tea to form 3-MCPD, a compound with its own documented carcinogenicity concern. Tetley does not publish independent third-party testing, confirming its products are below thresholds for any of these compounds. Brand 1 to stop drinking, Lipton. Lipton is the most widely consumed tea brand in the United States and was specifically named among the top 5 most pesticide-contaminated brands in the CBC investigation that found multiple residues exceeding Canadian Food Inspection Agency standards. Lipton is owned by Lipton Teas and Infusions, formerly known as Ekaterra, which was spun off from Unilever in 2021 and sold to private equity firm CVC Capital Partners. The brand's standard yellow label black tea uses polypropylene bags that release microplastics into the brew at the concentrations documented in the McGill University study. Lipton also owns or licenses multiple other brands, including Tazo, which itself appeared in the CBC pesticide investigation. The combination of pesticide residues documented in independent investigation, plastic bag, microplastic contamination, private equity ownership, and no published third-party testing program makes Lipton the highest volume documented source of the concerns this video covers. Its market dominance means more consumers are exposed to these issues from Lipton than from any other brand on this list. Safe brand, Traditional Medicinals. Traditional Medicinals publishes independent third-party testing results for its products, sources certified organic herbs through audited supply chains, and uses unbleached paper bags that do not require epichlorohydrin treatment. The company's commitment to pharmacopoeia-grade herbs, meaning the highest quality standard used in pharmaceutical-grade botanical products, provides a verification layer absent from every brand on the avoid list. Traditional Medicinals is widely available at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Target, and most grocery chains. Safe brand, Rishi Tea. Rishi Tea is a Milwaukee-based specialty tea company that sources USDA-certified organic teas through direct trade relationships with specific farms, publishes detailed sourcing information about the origin of each product, and uses either biodegradable unbleached paper bags or sells primarily as loose leaf. Direct trade sourcing gives Rishi visibility into farming practices that commodity brokers cannot provide. No third-party investigation has placed Rishi among brands with concerning pesticide residues, and its biodegradable bag commitment eliminates the microplastic concern of nylon and polypropylene alternatives. Safe brand, Pukka Herbs. Pukka Herbs is certified by the Soil Association, a third-party organic certification that conducts independent audits of farms and supply chains. Pukka uses no plastic in its tea bags, uses unbleached paper, and publishes sourcing for the herbs in every product. Available at Whole Foods, Sprouts, and natural food retailers across the United States. Safe brand, Numi Organic Tea. Numi Organic Tea is USDA certified organic, non-GMO project verified, and uses biodegradable Rainforest Alliance certified bags with no plastic or bleached paper, eliminating both the epichlorohydrin and microplastic concerns. The brand publishes sourcing transparency and is available at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Target, Walmart, and Amazon. Safe brand, any quality loose leaf tea. The single most effective action is switching from bag to loose leaf. The bag is the source of both the epichlorohydrin exposure and the microplastic contamination in the research. A loose leaf tea in a stainless steel or ceramic infuser eliminates both concerns simultaneously, regardless of brand. Any USDA certified organic loose leaf tea from a brand that publishes sourcing provides a cleaner product than the most expensive bagged tea on this list. Drop a comment and tell us which brand you have been drinking every morning. And subscribe, because we are running the same verified research across every major food and grocery category, so you always know what the science actually found before you buy.